on.
You
All
are.
right.
You are
Welcome
on.
to this very special episode of Terrifyingly Beautiful. I'm Kevin O'Connell.
And I'm Dave Roberts.
I did
Welcome.
I did it backwards there that time. I introduced myself.
And you tricked me.
Yeah. Toss up. Like to throw you a curveball every now and then.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Keeping my toes.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. Did you say tuning in? You didn't really tune in. You chose to listen to this.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Thanks for pressing download or whatever. But if you could also go over to iTunes and rate and review us, that would really help us out.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. And again, like Kevin said, thanks for not tuning in, listening, and we're having so much fun doing this.
So much fun, and it's the best therapy ever.
And I'm learning so much about you, Kevin. I thought I knew a ton about you, but it's
the world is learning about me. There's things I can't take back now. We'd also love to hear from our listeners about their anxieties and things that cause them unnatural worry. So please hit us up at terrifyinglybeautiful@gmail.com.
And we're also on social media.
Yes.
At TerrifyinglyB on Twitter and at TerrifyinglyB on Instagram.
I'm
as
having
well.
to learn like all of that stuff again.
We need a 19-year-old intern, I'm telling you. Like,
For many reasons.
well, yeah, but I mean, for small fingers.
Oh, you're going to regret saying that.
You can text.
That was...
Why is it whenever
No.
I say something, you always make it sound so evil?
Well,
No,
it's-
because you had the small fingers to do social media on your phone so fast and stuff. So,
Yes. So if you're
all
a
right.
19-year-old who would just like to
With
hang
small
around
fingers.
with two guys drinking drinks and an old smelly dog and you have slender fingers,
Well, somebody has to pour the drinks for us.
what are we going to pay them with?
I don't know. Thank yous.
Pez and back rubs?
God,
Like mildly inappropriate back rubs?
No, all the kids on they're on like Zoloft and
We're going to pay them in Zoloft? No, we're trying to tell people about how not to be anxious.
okay.
Pogs? Are kids still into Pogs?
What are Pogs?
You don't remember Pogs from the 90s? Like those little cardboard discs? They're going to come back.
I have no clue what that
Well, that's
is.
because you were 40 in the 90s, right?
I was in a big cloud of pot in the 90s, but
Well, yeah, they were like little cardboard discs. They were stupid, but they had like images on them, and you would throw them at other cardboard discs, and if you flipped over somebody's, then you got to keep it. It was
I've
like the
never heard of
Pokemon of before Pokemon.
before technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were expensive, though. I had Animaniacs Pogs.
Oh, I've heard of those. Not Pogs. I've heard of Animaniacs.
Remember Tamagotchis? Did you have one of those?
No. Why do I feel so stupid when I'm on this podcast?
Oh. Tamagotchis were like they were called like, they were like little digital pets that you had to like feed and poop, and you like have it on a keychain.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
just watched it die and learned about life.
awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Great way to start that off.
Yeah, awesome.
Welcome
Now-
to our
now
90s
I'm like-
toy podcast.
I mean, I'm actually more anxious now around not really understanding what the hell happened in the 80s and 90s.
Were you
Where was
Amish? What
I?
happened?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
You were worried about possessed dolls.
I haven't heard half the TV shows you talk about, the toys. No clue.
Well, I'm probably more like ingrained with pop culture than most people. Like that's my
Yeah.
Bible.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh boy.
really started that off on it.
Well, it's been quite a week so far,
upswing.
so I have plenty to talk about what stressed me out this week.
Yeah, you can go first then.
Okay, so
Okay.
okay, so I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I know it's been a source of fodder for comedians for years, but I
Fodder.
honestly do not understand.
Yeah.
When I do laundry, I make sure I have like all my socks are matched up when I put the
You're
laundry.
gonna do the Jerry Seinfeld. What happened? I can't do a Jerry Seinfeld impression.
No, what happened was
No,
no, that's not it.
no.
Where'd that come from?
What happened?
What happened is no. Oh my god. So, anyways, so I always make sure I have all my sock pairings
Yeah.
before I put my clothes into the laundry.
Yeah.
What's it called? The washing machine.
You're gonna talk about the missing sock, right?
Where the fuck did they go?
Narnia. I don't know.
No, just today. I did a load of laundry this morning, and I had like 12 pairs of socks in there, something like that, from vacation or whatever. And the laundry came out. I put it in the dryer. When I was folding the clothes, I had like 4 missing socks.
It's probably demons, David.
Oh my god.
Explains everything.
Oh my god. That fucking teddy bear is probably wearing them. Oh my god.
I don't know. I hate matching up the socks. I just want to buy get rid of all my fancy fun socks and just get like one kind of sock.
One color.
Yeah, and wish everyone was colorblind. It'd be so much.
Do you
easier.
actually fold your socks in, to pair them, to
Yeah.
couple them, or do you just throw them in a drawer?
No, you do that thing where you like loop over one sock over the
Yeah.
other and it
Okay.
holds it.
Like a
Maybe
little
we should invent like a clip that you like put on your socks before they go in to the laundry.
Yeah, like they have for like gloves, winter gloves.
Like they
Yeah,
clip together.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like, yeah, those kind of stay on the gloves at all time, and that'd be a little
I
uncomfortable.
wonder if like the socks just disintegrate and they end up in the linen basket in your dryer.
No,
No?
the rest of your clothes would fall.
Where do
apart.
they go, Kevin?
I think I like actually learned this. I think I know a lot.
It's actually
of this
freaking me out because I have a whole drawer full of onesie
Well,
socks. Like not onesies, but well, I forgot your ones you gave me. It's such a weird topic.
They have,
It's a long
a
story.
dryer has like a drum, right? That rolls around separately.
Yeah.
So there's a space in between the drum and the machine part, like the cabinet of it. So they've got to like, I bet it like catches a little corner of it and then pulls it in there.
That's a huge fire hazard.
Yeah. Socks are the leading cause of fires.
Are they really? No, lint is. Lint is. And
Yeah, clean your lint traps. That was
Yes.
actually a tip from the My Favorite Murder podcast. Thanks, Karen Kilgariff.
It was?
Yeah, her dad was like a firefighter, and so he told her, always keep your lint trap.
When we had our dryer installed, the guy who came to install it scared the shit out of me. I didn't use it for the first year after we moved in because he's like, your dryer is super, super like,
Linty.
high tech and it could cause a fire. And you make sure that like that, that like aluminum looking tube that kind of vents outside.
The vent,
He's
yeah.
like, Kevin, it's aluminum looking. And he's like, it's around with like,
I know what it is.
circle
Yeah.
things. And he's like, make sure it's cleaned out. How do you make sure it's cleaned out? You can't reach in there.
Yeah,
So now
no.
I'm lying in bed and I'm going, great, there'd be a house fire because the fucking socks, oh my God.
Squirrels live in there.
No.
I don't know.
Mice.
I try not to think too much about it, but I definitely clean my lint trap.
This is why Pete doesn't do laundry at the house. He actually outsources it. He's like, why go through all that trouble when you can go like for 85 cents a pound? I forget what it was. Like, you just go and take it to like
I've never been
the
to a
5 and dime
laundromat.
and they do.
Yeah?
We don't stay there. You just drop it off.
Oh.
And it even says in the front window, it says 2-minute laundry, 1 minute to drop it off, 1 minute to pick it up.
Oh, well, that's clever. But I feel like they're missing a big part of that equation.
Yeah, like
Like,
washing
give
it.
someone a terrible job washing your dirty underwear.
Well, she always seems happy when we go in there to get it, but I don't know. Okay, so
Can I talk about what my thing was?
Yeah,
Or is
please.
it just all about you?
well, it's always all about me. But well, you didn't even tell me how I'm going to solve my sock anxiety, because socks are not cheap. Have you noticed
Sandals.
that? Oh my God. Well, that's fine in the summertime, but you can't wear sandals in the winter.
Well, I know socks are not cheap, but just like, I don't know, look harder for them.
I'm going to link them together.
Yeah? Like tie them in
Yeah.
a knot and throw them in there.
Oh,
There you go.
well, but it won't clean the knotted part though.
Well, you can deal with the tiny knotted part. You have 2 socks.
Then I have to unknot them, and oh my God, it's
Martha
so much work.
Stewart has got to know.
Please,
Listen,
somebody, where
if
does-
you
where
have
these-
a tip,
Where do these socks go? They have to go somewhere.
yeah. If you have our socks, please email us. So mine is kind of the reverse thing, right? So we're thinking maybe socks get sucked into the machine. My reverse thing is when I go to an ATM to take out money, I'm concerned that it's not going to give me the proper amount of money. You don't have that? You've never had this?
No.
So if I go into an ATM and take out $200, I expect 10 20s. What happens if they give me 9?
You go into the.
But I have
Well, they reconcile it though. At the end
I
of
have
the
no
day.
proof.
Well, no. What they do is I'm sure is what happens. You go in, you talk to the teller, and he or she
Well,
will say,
what if
"Oh,
they're
we have
closed?
to wait."
I don't go to an ATM if the bank's open.
Oh, I
Well,
can't.
sometimes.
I can't use it. I'm not allowed to use a teller.
You're not allowed to?
Well, my account doesn't.
You banned?
Yeah, I have an online only account.
Did you
so
take
I'm
too
not
many
allowed.
lollipops?
I'm not allowed to talk to a teller. They charge me $10.
What?
I'm dead serious.
Get a new bank. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's a
anyways.
whole other story.
Yeah.
But like I go to ATMs like before you go out at night and the bank's closed, and if they give me like short me 220s, what leg do I have to stand on?
Okay, so you go to the teller the next day even and say, I think I was shorted $20.
Yeah.
And they'll go back and they'll reconcile that daily accounting because they know
But
how much
what if-
money went in and out.
But clearly the machine's faulty that it's giving me wrong money, so it's going to be giving everyone wrong money.
Well, you're assuming that maybe it was just you.
Maybe I'm just going to try this every day.
Well, maybe the bill's stuck together. Usually it's new bills they give you at an ATM. Maybe they're
Yeah.
stuck together. Did you try that? Like licking your fingers and moving them?
No, I'm not licking my fingers and touching dirty money. But what if you got an extra one? Would you bring it back to the bank?
I probably would.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
I probably would. My mom, a long time, years and years and years ago, the bank deposited someone else's paycheck in her account, and she obviously alerted the bank to it, right? It's not her money. But she asked the bank, like, what would happen? It's, oh, no, we would, even a year later, if we found the mistake, we would take it from you.
That's why you spend all your money the second you get it, everyone.
Well, then they'll sue you for it, and it's not worth it.
Oh. I don't know. It's always just gives me a little anxiety as I count the money of like, what if it's wrong? So you're saying that they're saying there's like $10,000 in the ATM, and everyone
9,400 was given out, and so we should have 400 left. I mean, now we have 420 left.
So then
you're
that's
right.
mine. They give it to me?
I'll give it to you. Sure.
Wow.
So what I'm afraid
So
of ATMs.
every time you take out money, you should just say you got shorted of 20.
I'm actually not even sure I count the money. I just take the money and get the hell out of there.
Well, there's a few things. Like, I always worry about the person behind me, because that's a great scam, right? Just stand there and wait for money and just take it from the person.
And they have a Bluetooth and listen to the clicking of your PIN number. They can kind of figure out what it is.
Oh my God.
Because the 0 sounds different than the 3, right? So that's what they say.
Okay.
Well, aren't you, so I always get freaked out because you always hear the
right.
news.
It does make beeps.
Yeah. And so I always get freaked out because they say like, oh, be careful when you're swiping your card at the ATM because they have these like external like
swipe. You've seen the commercial, right? With the thing that's like the wallet that has the aluminum sewn into it. And they like show someone walking to their car. It's like an old lady. And this guy just walks past with like this device and you see like swiped. And it's like stolen her credit card. Like it's that easy.
Oh my God. Well, I'm always like moving the keypad to see if it actually comes off or whatever. And I'm like, especially when you go to if you're in a pinch, you go to ATM like a convenience store or like one on a street corner.
Where they
it's
charge
like
you like ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's like, who owns this machine and how do I know this swipey thing's like legit?
I know, and it's on like dial-up.
Yeah.
Although there was a news story that they were saying they were putting like fake card readers in gas pumps, and that like if you put your card in, it just skimmed it. So now every time I go to use a gas pump, I just tug on it a little bit to see if it comes out. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It hasn't yet, but my identity's still been stolen twice.
Yeah, me too. I got a call from my bank. Oh, this was probably last year. Both Pete and myself. It's like, oh, we have reason to believe that your card was swiped inappropriately or double swiped onto a different machine, but they wouldn't tell us what the store was.
Oh, mine was.
They just said, oh, we're going to give you a new
beauty supply. And I don't shop there. I just naturally look this good.
Oh my God. Ulta?
Ulta, ULTA.
Oh, ULTA.
Yeah, and Abercrombie.
Oh God.
TOFA.
TOFA?
You never heard that acronym? TOFA?
No.
Too old for Abercrombie?
Oh God, yeah. I'm way too old. I'm what TOFA?
I hate that store. I like looking at the models, but I feel like every time you walk past it in the mall, I feel like every day they open up at Abercrombie and Fitch, they just take a bottle of their perfume and they smash it on the ground
floor.
And go, we're open.
Yeah, and you walk in, it's like I have a headache, and the music's blaring.
It's too much.
This is why we're too old.
Yeah. Oh my God, we just the music's too loud, it smells too bad, the lights are bright, but the boys are cute. All right.
The prices are high. Yeah.
Oh, the prices are kind of high, but the clothes fall apart like
$55 for a polo shirt. Give me a fucking break.
I know, but it's got those nice cuts.
Yeah, with the big moose on it. Oh my God. No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went from ATMs to Abercrombie. Good. We're right on track with our normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left-hand turns, right? So
this could, I know this is an anxiety podcast, but it'd all like probably be used as like clinical ADHD podcast.
Exactly.
If you can follow along, you have ADHD.
You just don't ask me for any medicine advice. I can't get the names right.
Yeah, no.
I'd be a horrible pharmacist. Horrible. Do you want some flagellan?
You'd probably just be like giving people extras. Like, I feel like you need this.
It's purple. Just take it.
All right. So you ready for my topic, or do you have more to talk about?
I have a shit more to talk about, but I don't want to hog all the airtime. You know.
You don't. You
well,
do, but yeah,
but
you're not gonna let you.
God. Yeah, I know nothing about this because you didn't give me a hint today. So
no. We're never getting hints.
Well, I hope I have something intelligent to say about it. I mean, shocking, but
well, this one's a little different because it was a concern of mine, and I like to like look up stuff about it and like see if I can get a fun story. And actually, like I got shut down as to my concern.
You did?
Like it's not. Did the lights just dim?
Yeah,
Or
it's that fucking Barbie doll you have upstairs.
So, all right. I have bad eyesight, and when I saw you come in today, I was like, this is perfect. Because David and I are both wearing glasses today.
I am.
And so my fear for the longest time was I held off from getting contacts because I was convinced that they could roll back and, like, stick behind your eye. That was my big fear.
Like, that's kind of like in the same ballpark as, like, you know, if you cross your eyes and get smacked in the head, you'll stay that way.
Yeah, that's not true.
Which... we know somebody whose child has kind of a little bit of a cross eye, and she claims that's exactly what happened.
That she smacked the kid into
No,
that?
the kid got smacked in the head and it stayed that way.
Well, she's a liar.
It could be true, couldn't it?
No, that does not happen.
Well, I'm sure that the contacts rolling in the back of your eye is not true either.
And if that was true, then you could just have every kid who has cross-eyed uncross them for a second and start smacking them.
But wait.
What?
You know how you get either hair in your eye or maybe a little tiny, like a small sort of minor cut and more of a hair, and the sensation feels like the hair is moving to the back of the eye because you're trying to get at it.
Yes.
So it can move back there.
No, it can't.
Is there a
I'm
film?
fixing my own problem here.
Is there a film?
So it's actually so this is not going to be as boring as it sounds because trust me, I took a turn with the eye stuff, but it's physically impossible for the contact to be stuck behind your eye.
How is that? If the hair can get back there, or is that just a sensation you have that it's back there?
Yeah, it's not really back there. There's like a membrane that like stops it. So I looked it up because that was my topic I was going to go with, and it was like every eye thing is like it's physically impossible unless all of the ophthalmologists in the world have agreed to put that online, and it really can happen.
Okay, so
do you think there's an underground ophthalmologist like conspiracy?
Wait, that
to get everyone to use contacts so that they can remove our eyeballs and take them out?
Oh my God, that's so dark.
I know.
Well,
What if you got multiple ones back there and they stacked up like a Pez dispenser?
Like socks in the dryer?
Or like a jukebox with the records.
Oh my God, stop. Oh my God. I have a quick contact story. So I never even wanted to get contacts. I don't have contacts. I just wear glasses because I was afraid that I would get some kind of bacterial infection. I'd go blind.
That's where I'm going with this. This is the stuff that I've learned because, once you Google one thing, it inevitably leads to 10 other horrible things. So I started, when you Google can contacts get stuck behind your eye, the thing was like, no, but here's all the terrible things contacts can do. And so basically
don't freak me out.
Yeah, there was some like rugby player who like licked his contacts clean because they were dry and then put that in his eye, which just sounds like a terrible...
And got some kind of herpetic sore in the eye.
Yeah, well, he lost the eye. Like, he lost vision in his eye. Oh, yeah, it's super easy to lose your eyesight from contact infections. So...
And you can't play rugby now with a missing eye, can you? How are you going to see the person coming from that side?
Sure not going to run that straight.
Oh, God.
But... so basically, I'm not even going to get into it because it gets super gross, but you got to clean your contacts correctly and throw them out after you're not supposed to use them. And I totally don't do that.
You keep them in longer or you use them longer?
Like mine are supposed to be like used for a month and I give them like a good 4 months.
Why?
Yeah, because I figure every day I don't wear them, like the contacts know, and they give me an extra day.
Oh my God! Like the internet card in Cuba.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, first of all, what did this rugby player? What was the diagnosis? Just an infection, a bacterial infection?
Yeah, they did say, but I was too lazy to write it down. And then I learned about a more interesting infection. That's really what I want to talk about.
Do you know you can get gonorrhea in the eye?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and
you can get herpes in your eye.
Herpes, too, yeah.
That's why, like, mothers who have herpes and they give birth to babies, like, they have to, like, take special precaution because the baby's eyes obviously go past that area.
What do they do? Like,
Or they give them a C-section to make sure it doesn't happen, yeah.
Oh, okay. I love the word herpetic. I don't know why. It's a wonderful word.
Is it?
Herpetic.
Herpetic.
Yeah. Okay, so this infection you're going to talk about.
So now, here's the two things that got into. Do you want the grosser one first or second?
Let's get the grosser one out of the way first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just pull it up real quick because it's a long
you came
name.
Prepared with
I did. Okay. So have you ever heard of? I'm probably going to say this wrong. Loiasis.
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 Can you spell that for me?
Loiasis. Would you like me to use it?
Origin. What's the origin?
I hope I never fucking get loiasis.
Well, me too. You wouldn't be able to write it down on any kind of paperwork.
Okay. So loiasis is the fancy term for eyeworms.
Oh, God. I've heard about this. I didn't know the name of it. Oh, Kevin.
So we're going to bring it back to one of our favorite things that we hate, which are bugs, right? So loiasis is formed by the deer fly or the mango fly, and it has some sort of, Latin name.
We ate mangoes last week.
I'm not going to bother about. So basically, the bug bites you, and usually on like an open sore, an open area of skin, and it lays eggs in there. and you are asymptomatic for like months as these worm eggs are making their way into your system. Again, turn this off if you're eating.
Oh my God, Kevin. Wait,
so most people don't have symptoms, but what happens is the worms grow large enough. Ugh, it's so gross.
How do you not know you have worms in your eye?
Because you can't feel them. The only time you know that you have them is when you see them crawling across your eyes.
Like your retina?
They get underneath your conjunctiva and they crawl across your eye or in through your eye.
So you think it's one of those, what do they call that? I have one right now.
A floater.
A floater. So you think it's like a floater that's kind of moving?
Well, that's what some people think they are, but it says the passage over the eyeball by the worm can usually be sensed.
No.
Could you imagine?
No. Okay, first of all, where does this deer fly or mango fly? What part of the world these flies exist?
Yeah, so it's Western or Central Africa, so never go in there.
Okay.
Haven't you been there?
Not Western or Central, Southern,
good.
And Northeast.
So the highest incidence is seen in these countries to avoid at all costs.
Oh my God.
Cameroon, Republic of the Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Central African Republic, Nigeria, Gabon, and Equatorial Guinea. So those are never going in my passport.
Well, just coincidentally, when I was doing my research on car fatalities, because I was convinced that Cuba probably had a very high car fatality rate, those countries you just named off were some of the highest in the world.
Really? Because they can't see because of the eyeworms.
Yeah, exactly. Now you know why.
Then the next statement says infection rates in endemic regions vary from 9 to 70% of the population.
Are you kidding me?
Can you imagine?
70% of people have eyeworms.
It's so gross.
Well, how do you get rid of it? Is it you take medication for it?
To be surgically removed.
No.
Would you like to see a picture of it?
I kind of do.
You do? I don't think you do.
Well, first of all, if they lay eggs, let's say how many eggs get laid at a time? Do we know? Is it a dozen? Is it 5,000?
I don't
how
know.
many worms are in your eye?
Well, it's probably once you get one, you probably are alarmed, right? It's not like, I have one, I'm fine with that. But yeah, I don't know, but it's really gross, David.
I guess. Well, my mom just had eye surgery for her melanoma on her eye. So Kevin's now passing a picture to me on his cell phone. Oh my God.
David, you know what stresses me out?
I can only imagine.
Well, this time it's skincare and beauty products.
Don't even get me started on that.
There's like so many of them and you never know what's good. So I found this amazing website. It's called 1ambeauty.com.
I know them.
You have?
Yeah, of course.
It's an amazing. They have over 1,000 products on there and it's all good stuff.
And they have skincare, hair care, accessories.
I know. I can think of like 1,000 things that I would use on you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Funny.
But I just wanted to tell you, they are offering Terrifyingly Beautiful listeners a 25% off discount.
What?
Yeah, it's so easy. You have to go to 1ambeauty.com and use the promo code BEAUTIFUL.
That's super generous.
I know, right?
I'm logging in right now.
Yeah, so go get beautiful.
I will.
Just like try. Bye. It's like this long...
It looks like, yeah.
Worm. It kind of looks like a sperm if it was like life size.
No.
But you apparently can see it crawling through your eye.
That's like 4 inches long.
I know, that's a big one. That person was going for the record.
Oh God. Well, I'm glad we're talking about the gross one first because
yeah, so that one's pretty...
and it's called Loiasis?
Loiasis. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but there's another good picture of it, yeah.
That absolutely has to go on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll try to like... Is there a way to like hide it so you'll have to click on it?
Oh my God.
It's really gross.
Okay.
And then, venturing into that, I was, looking for the most common eye infections.
Pink eye.
Well, yeah, that's just a regular like inflammation of, you get like, that's like poop in your eye.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Yeah, anyone who has pink eye has gotten like poop in their eye.
Awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
I think it's a coliform bacteria.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
I took a bit epidemiology in school and microbiology, but don't remember much of it.
Okay.
All right, so but a more common thing in people's eyes, the dog's trying to get my attention.
Yeah, so Chudy's like off of her Britney Spears pillow and is like snoring or growling.
She's okay. She probably has to go to the bathroom.
Well, she probably has an eyeworm.
Oh God, don't. I just leave her outside and be like, it's been a good 15 years.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, that actually comes back to the next one with dogs.
Oh boy.
So, have you heard of eyelash mites?
Well, yes, I have heard of eyelash mites.
You have heard
so
of
have you,
eyelash?
because I have, when I was younger, we used to like magnify our eyelids and eyelash. You can see the mites.
Yeah.
You know,
So most people
we're
have
loaded with bugs.
Yeah, most people have them, and it's best not to think about this, but I'm probably not going to ever stop thinking about it. So
But they have to be there, right? They're eating bacteria.
No, they don't have to. They don't have
They're
to.
eating the
They're
bad
saying
shit.
about 50% of people have them.
Oh,
So
I think we all have them.
it's a relationship that, like, some scientists think is symbiotic, meaning like it's good for us and it's good for them.
Like the little fish that hang out in their sharks. They eat all the mites off sharks and stuff.
They like eat the algae between the shark's teeth and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
like
They
groomers.
dart in and out.
Like groomers.
Yeah, or like Nemo, where he lives in that like little plant.
Anemone.
Yeah, and it like stings the other fish, but not him.
Yeah. Okay.
Most
Symbiotic.
of the science I know is from animated movies. So these eyelash mites are in about 50% of our eyelashes, and they kind of live there. And at night they come out and they like eat the dead skin cells, your eyes right now, and or
twitching.
the oil off your face. And yeah, you want to come on my lap? Come on. And they. Oh, here she goes. That's cute.
Judy got her 15
She's
minutes of
talking.
fame.
Okay, so they eat the sorry dog. They eat the gross stuff off of your face, and then they go back and like hang out in your eyelashes. And it's not usually a problem. You usually have some, but the problem is when they get like too many. And they say that one of the major things where it can happen too many is if you use mascara.
Oh.
Because you're
flicking them.
You're basically taking the mites off, and then you put them into the mascara. And if you pump the mascara tube, it lets air in there, and the mites can multiply on there. So then the next time you apply mascara,
It's like 40,000 of them
you're
on the thing.
applying mites.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I would check your numbers. I thought that everybody had mites on their eyelashes because it was part of like having bacteria in your intestinal tract. You know,
Well,
so
babies don't.
Well, how do you know that?
Babies are born without parasites.
Really?
Yeah. How would they get in there?
I don't know. I mean, there's bacteria in there, isn't there? Like those are parasites.
I don't know. Is there bacteria in babies? Crack one open and find out.
God. Well, I'm actually questioning the 50%. I thought we all had these little mites that were cleaning up our
I thought so.
skin.
I would think so. Like 50% seems low. So don't share anyone's mascara or give butterfly kisses.
Butterflies. That's a whole different topic.
Yeah. Oh, I posted that on our Instagram
Oh, you did?
account. Yeah.
The butt butterfly?
Yeah, I went to Target and found these things. They're called butterflies for men. And I was like, what is this?
It's appalling.
And I pick it up, and it's these paper butterflies you put either in your underwear or over your butthole for, it says to like contain bowel leakage.
What the fuck? Why a butterfly?
And I just feel bad for anyone who has to use that, because obviously like that's an issue nobody wants.
That's a whole different issue.
But
It's
I feel
why
bad-
why not just like
Because I think
a strip
Well, I think the wings, like they move with your butt.
like Lunesta?
Yeah. But
I got that drug name right.
You did,
Oh,
yes.
thank God.
But my bigger concern is if you like defile a butterfly, how can you ever look at a butterfly again?
God. Didn't we see a brown butterfly somewhere on our trip? I was like,
I hope I don't
girl.
ever see a brown one.
But okay, so great. So we talked about eyeworms and
Yeah, I brought it back
lash
to gross.
mites.
And brown butterflies.
No.
What paper shape do you think you could put in your underwear?
A dinosaur?
Like a spider? So then
Oh,
you
a
just
stingray.
you hate spiders even more?
A stingray?
Oh, that's true. They have the wings.
Yeah. And they're not, as you know, you're not thinking like, oh, I have a butterfly in my pants. I have a stingray down there.
Is that a stingray in your underwear? Or you
I just
happen
happened to see me. What else could go down there? An octopus?
I guess. She's up and about. I don't know what she wants.
Yeah, so Tootie usually stays on the couch during the podcast, but she decided to jump off the couch, and now she's kind of wandering around.
She's got like 5 minutes a day where she's active, and she's chosen it to be right now.
She's possessed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, it's happening.
I hope she goes around the corner and like comes back with a doll in her mouth. Yeah, so that's really where I was for the week. I know that was kind of like a weird topic. It started with the contacts behind the eyes. That's why I'm wearing glasses today.
So when I went to Costa Rica about 10 years ago, I was doing some research on what to expect, blah, blah. And I read a post on a travel blog that said, oh, when you go to the beach, wear flip-flops or, shoes because they have this mite that like digs into your feet
That's true.
and you can get a horrible infection. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I had like winter boots on the entire time I was there. I was so scared.
I know like nature is like out there and will find a way to like live off of us, but it's like I just wish I had never read that.
Well, but you did it, but you actively sought that out though.
It did fix my being concerned about the contacts going in. So I traded contacts behind my eyes for eyeworms.
Well, I know for a fact that you didn't get to that story by just putting in contact lenses in the back of your eye. You typed in like, what other infections can I get? And you're surprised you got all that crap.
No. It did. That's exactly
popped right up.
So it was like an article about like, don't worry about this. Like you don't. It's not a thing you have to worry about. Here's what you should worry about. And I was like, that's just fucked up. Like just be like, no, you're fine. I had a contact rip once in my eye, and a little piece of it like hung around there, and that shit's clear and hard to find. Yeah, I panicked for like a good.
Okay, wait. I'm thinking about. It's almost like the medium, Hey, I'm getting a voice up the back of my head.
It's probably a Barbie.
Yeah, it's probably the possession. So, maybe it's in Africa where, similar to your worm story, where the fly lands on you and drops eggs, this fly actually does go into your eye.
Bot fly.
It goes into your eye.
Bot flies.
And it lays eggs, and then they come out of your eye.
Yeah.
Like the alien coming out of the guy's chest, they come out of your eye.
Yeah, that's how you know there's no God.
A bot fly?
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, because if like a God created that, not a God I want to believe
Fucked
in.
up.
I know.
Why do we have these things? What purpose does the bot fly serve? Are they pollinating
fodder?
shit? No.
I don't know. Oh, the pollen outside. My car is like I have a red car and it's covered in a green hinge.
Don't get me started. I'm on like 40 milligrams of loratadine.
But
another correct
that's
pronunciation.
But that's also way over the maximum dose.
No, it's not.
10 milligrams is the daily dose.
Well, 10 doesn't work for me. So what do you do?
You don't take the more; it doesn't work.
Kevin, if one is good for you, then 10's better for you.
I enjoy your death from poisoning.
You can't die from loratadine.
There absolutely is a lethal dose of every drug. It's probably really high on that one, but
yeah.
If you're taking more than 10 milligrams, you should move on to another drug.
What's the new one they're advertising? It's like a ZYXRT.
Zyzel.
Okay, Zyzel.
Yeah, which is just a fancy Zyrtec.
Oh, I didn't like Zyrtec.
Yeah. I should just do a podcast where I tell people what drugs to take.
But it would be #1 podcast in the world.
Oh, bye.
You're so mean to me today.
Well, I think we were like way too easy on pollen. Like when you think about it, my car is covered in like plant sperm.
That's a horrible thought.
I know.
Okay, so my bed's covered in plant.
Plant?
I got set up on that one big time.
Yeah,
No, because I leave the door open, and at night sometimes too, because the cool air comes in. But you wake up and like there's that film on your sheets.
You wake up and you're covered in
my
sperm.
eyes. That's usually like Saturday mornings, but no. But your eyes are like sealed shut from the pollen, and it's my eyes. I scratched my eyes out big time. And now until July, it's like I'm gonna get this pollen cloud.
Well, don't take that. Let me give you some other ones to take.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've tried the
Michael Jackson mask, like the. I
not
added like a
doing
lot
the
of essence
mask.
to that.
I'm not doing the mask. No, I tried Zyrtec. I did Claritin for a while. I tried Allegra.
David, this is not interesting for people to hear what drugs you take.
Sorry, I would just do vodka.
Do you?
You just forget about the pollen and the allergies
Do you ever see people wearing the Michael Jackson masks in the airport?
all the time.
What does it make you think?
What the fuck happened?
It makes me think that they have something that I don't want.
They probably do have something that you don't want.
I thought it was them protecting them from like me.
No, I always thought they were the ones who were sick.
Someone coughed on the plane behind me the other day, and I gave him a look like,
"What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, you are a bad person, a bad hombre.
Well, this is kind of this is the ongoing like battle between Pete and myself. So he has this seasonal allergy, coughs.
Okay.
And he just can't. Whenever he breathes in, he has to tickle. He has to cough, right? And so it's like coughing. And I'm like, Pete, like, hold your breath. There's no reason to cough.
Wow. Hold your breath.
like deep breaths. Be like, think about what you're doing, and then you won't cough. He's like, you're so insensitive. I go, no, you don't. You can control a cough.
That's not nice. You actually can't control
coughs. But when I have a cough, I will cough right in your face, and I feel bad about it at all. It's horrible.
Listen,
I
I'm
am
so
the
glad I
worst.
picked you as the partner on this to be like the person to help me. There's the dog again. She's coughing. Stop breathing, Tootie.
Yeah, don't breathe.
But I'm talking about actual anxieties and you're supposed to be helping me. And so if one of my anxieties was coughing, your answer would be to stop breathing.
Suck it up. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's annoying when I hear people coughing. It's like, you can control that. But yet, I know for a fact you can't. When I'm coughing, I can't control it. But I have no problem coughing on you, on your food, on your face, the sneeze guards. I don't care.
So really,
God
people
forbid
should
it
be
happens,
more afraid
you know.
of you at salad bars.
Yeah. I don't eat them. I just kind of sneeze on them.
Just to be like, told ya.
Exactly. No, I am the biggest baby when I get sick. I want the whole world to stop and feel bad for me and send me gifts.
Every time I get eyeworms, I just can't stop complaining about them.
Every time my contact rolls behind my eye.
I'm telling you, it was a big thing for a while, and I'm glad,
Well, define a while, like years
until today. I mean, I've worn contacts for probably the last 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
I've never worn well, that's not true. I wore a contact for oh God. Now I'm thinking I should not do that. I wore a contact. I didn't even clean it for Halloween. It makes your eyes look like
Oh yeah, those are like
a werewolf.
The lowest grade ones too. Don't put
yeah.
those in there.
Yeah, it hurt. My eye was really sore for a week after that.
When the woman they give you a little training class to put them in, she's like, it's super easy. I can teach anyone to do it in 15 minutes. It was almost solid 2 hours with me because I was like, I can't do it. You're terrible at your job. If I can't do something that someone's teaching me, I get so mean to the teacher. I went for skiing lessons, and it was this 62-year-old man was teaching me how to ski, and he kept just yelling, "Just make the pizza, just make the pizza," and I was not getting it. Yeah, apparently you put your skis into a
pizza wedge,
and I looked at him and I went, "That's not working. If you yell pizza at me one more time," and
you're going down.
Yeah, and I fell, and I was like, "You're a terrible teacher." Meanwhile, I just am a terrible skier.
I was so scared of my teachers. I was like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I would never. Oh, I would never. I mean, I was a pain in the ass.
I guess I was in school, but afterwards, when I'm paying people to teach me things, I'm mean to them.
Well, yeah, because you correct your teachers. that equation's wrong.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just smarter than everyone.
How often do you go for an eye exam?
I just booked one today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I'm going for mine in a couple of weeks. I mean, I would never advise anybody not to get it. It's super important, especially after my mom, right? So they found her cancer in a routine eye exam when they dilated her, her eye.
Yeah.
And so the last exam I had was actually kind of funny. So I had not been through the dilation process where they put those drops in your, Yeah, I know, it's so weird. They put the drops in. Have you done that before? And your pupil gets dilated, it expands.
Oh no,
you get all vertigo and dizzy and shit.
Never done that. I know.
Well,
I'm supposed to.
They put the drops in and they put you back into the waiting room and say, hey, we'll check on you in 15 minutes or so. It takes a while for the drops to take effect. Well, I walked over to the counter. It was more than 15 minutes, and the woman behind the counter, she's like, "Oh my God, you're dilating." I go, "Well, should I boil some sheets and get some hot water?" What do you want me to do?
Oh. I don't.
She didn't get the joke at all. She's like, "Huh?" I go, "Oh, forget it.
Forget it.
Lame.
Write that person out of your life."
It was hysterically funny.
It is.
I mean, she's the one who shouted it out like this crisis was happening.
Did you ever get that test where they give the puff of air into your eye? Oh
God. Well, I wouldn't mind the test if they didn't tell you it was coming.
Yeah, there should just be a surprise. Just put your chin here, and then they immediately do it.
But it's like. Put your chin in the little,
Oh, I'm worse waiting for that than if I was in an old-timey firing squad.
Don't move a muscle, and we're going to put a strong burst of air in your eye. It's going to happen any second.
Yeah.
Any second.
I'm
any moment now.
I'm wincing.
And you're watering, oh my God, they puffy. Fuck. What does that do?
I think it's just to fuck with you.
It's just they got a new machine they want to try out.
Yeah.
My God.
They're all sitting in the back behind some special mirror being watch this one.
It's probably the conspiracy earworm distribution thing. Yeah, kind of puff earworm or eyeworm. I
told you there was an ophthalmologist.
Well, it keeps them in business.
Yeah, it's make you put in these diseased contacts, digging the worms out of your eyes.
No. And how is it that...
I told you I would talk about dogs. People that let dogs sleep with them I know, and I know that's both of us.
The dogs sleep in our bed, absolutely.
That increases your risk of getting like too many eyelash mites, where they can become a problem and you have to treat it.
I'm more worried about ticks because it's tick season and the dogs are on their medication, but it doesn't work. Tootie's never been outside.
She does,
like a
not
caged
anymore.
Animal.
Not anymore. She doesn't. She's too old.
Yeah, she's too old. But our dogs go outside all the time, and they come in. I see ticks on them all the time. Even when you put that expensive tick lotion, you kind of put it behind their neck, and it kind of like sinks in. It never works.
What do you do? Pick them off, or?
Well, they usually jump off and kind of like.
Oh, I'm never going to your house again.
They do. I found one on the wall of our bedroom the other day. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Can't you just put a little alcohol on the dogs and light it like a flambe?
You would think with the alcohol we consume in our house, that would be cured.
PETA's going to be on all over this podcast. That was a joke. I'm not saying to actually set your dogs on fire.
Oh my God, I didn't even hear that, PETA.
No, you put a little alcohol in the pan and it goes for a second. I thought that would just scare the mites off.
Didn't that happen on Christmas Vacation? The cat kind of got electrocuted.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's a long story, but okay. So back to eyeglasses and eye exams. So when I went for my eye exam last year, I got a new prescription for my glasses, and so they send you off for a couple of days to come back. They make the lens and stuff, which is bullshit. They make them right there on the property, but they make you wait.
Okay,
in anticipation.
I'm not sure that that's correct, but go ahead.
Every set of eyeglasses I've ever purchased, I had to wait 4 or 5 days for them to come in.
Yeah, I don't think they make the lenses there. They don't have the grinding equipment at your local eye doctors.
Well, I was told differently, but that's a long story. Different story. So, unbeknownst to me, I get the glasses, and I was like, no, this is not right. Something's not right here. And she's like, no, it's right. I'm checking the prescription right now. It's definitely right. I go, no, it's not right. The right one is not right. And she's like, no, it is. So they sent me off. I'm driving around, with complete vertigo. I was like, this is not right. Then I thought, well, I'm crazy. It's obviously right. I'm the crazy one, right? And sure enough, what they did was they put oh my God, as I'm talking to you, there's a bug crawling in the back of my neck.
What?
And it looks very tickish.
Well, don't flick it. You're about to flick. Do not flick that.
Can I put it over here? What is it?
Put it on that piece of paper.
Well, it's dead now, whatever it was. Oh my God. Don't you bomb your house?
I don't live in Cuba.
So turns out they actually put the prescription upside down. So when I went in, the doctor's like, turn your glasses upside down. I looked with the lens, perfect vision.
Oh my gosh!
So I didn't know they had a direction. Yeah. So I guess that degree that when they take your prescription for your lenses, they have a degree they talk about it's 75, 80. Well, it was upside down. So I was driving around for 6 days with one of my lenses upside down.
They make you do the eye test before you get your license renewed.
Oh God!
I cheated off a 70-year-old man in front of me because I didn't want them to make me wear my glasses in my picture.
God!
He was reading it, and he was like, "I think it's
left up
QR."
Oh, that was the one that goes
LP,
up, left.
And they were like, "Yeah, sure, that's close." So in my head, I was going EQLRP. Got it. Okay. And I got up there and was hoping they didn't change the little slide, and sure enough, they didn't. And yep, totally need my glasses. I know.
Is that in Rhode Island? They're coming to get you.
I know. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to say no, just so
it's in Michigan.
I wear my disease-ridden contacts now all the time. All right, I feel like this got way off topic, but yeah. So contact lenses can't go behind your eyes. You're welcome, everybody. Sleep tight.
Have anybody ever died from contact lenses? Do we know that?
There's all those stories about people accidentally drinking them.
Drinking them?
Yeah, they don't have their lens case, so they put them in a glass of water, and then their boyfriend wakes up in the middle of the night and they're thirsty, so they drink them.
They won't kill you though.
No.
Oh. Well, I wanted more to death, but okay.
You want someone to die from contact
No,
lenses?
I wanted to hear a story about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you definitely can get an eye infection bad enough, and if you don't treat it, it can become systemic and kill you.
How do you treat herpes in your eye? You don't.
You're really concerned about this, and I feel like you have something to tell me. No, they absolutely have antiviral drops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't go away. It can come back.
Yeah, you just don't look at people's junk that close.
Yeah, how do you get herpes there? Oh, you must touch something with herpetic, and then I'm going to use that word again.
I know, you love it.
Times.
Well, it's just don't...
It's a fun word to say.
Don't chop jalapenos and rub your eyes.
Oh, so don't touch a herpetic dick and touch your eye.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can't wait for that.
Life lesson there.
Yeah, Jesus Christmas. Okay. Wow. Well, I didn't really help you because I don't wear contact lenses.
No, I helped myself.
Well, yeah, because you went online and
Yeah,
They
and
told
I'm
you no.
staying away from Central Africa.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not a whole lot of tourism going on there. Although I would love to go to Rwanda to see the gorillas.
That wasn't on the list.
It's pretty decent there.
I don't know anything about it other than the hotel.
It's a pretty shitty reference point.
Don Cheadle.
Oh yeah, and who was the wife? She got nominated for an Oscar, I think.
I don't know. I actually didn't see the movie.
What? It's a great movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's well done. It's
Anyways,
well done.
we gotta
It's
end this.
disturbing.
This is way off topic.
Now we're on genocide. Awesome.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Yes. Oh my God, Hotel Rwanda is about the genocide with the Hutus and the Tutsis.
I thought it was about like how they ran a hotel there, like Grand Budapest.
Oh my God.
I didn't know.
No, the genocide that happened maybe 15 years ago between these two religious factions, and the Hotel Rwanda was used as like a safe haven. And he was the manager of this hotel, and he was bringing more and more people in to protect them because they were being slaughtered outside of the compound.
Nice.
And it was a true story. It was called Hotel Rwanda.
Good.
Awesome.
Keeping people safe from eyeworms. Thanks, Don Cheadle.
All right. So, well, I'm glad that you fixed your own problem because I was completely useless to you today about this.
But remember, we want to hear about your problems.
Eye problems or all problems?
No, I don't want to hear about anyone's eye problems.
Don't send pictures of that, please.
I've Googled enough. I don't know. I feel like I should post that picture of the eyeworm just so people know. But
you have to. The last picture you showed me with the actual worm, like the imprint of the worm, is
just
pretty cool.
Let people Google it themselves. I don't really want to put that out more in the world.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah,
it's time to wrap it up because I'm getting, my eyes are itchy right now. I'm ready to die.
Yeah, I need to go dump some like rubbing alcohol in my.
Oh, I have a question for you. Well, what does it have to do with beautiful then? It's terrifying, but like, well, you have to have your eyes are beautiful.
We're supposed to say something nice that happened.
No, we're supposed to be like, well, I'm supposed to convince you that like contacts and eyes are beautiful, but it's the first thing you notice about a person.
It's the circle of life, David.
Yeah.
It's,
the first thing you notice about a person is their eyes, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they say like people who have really long eyelashes like do better in business because people like subconsciously find something about that like charming about it.
Well, they had a whole special.
Elizabeth Taylor had 2 rows of eyelashes.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a genetic defect that's like cool.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. We were just about to wrap it up, and we're about to take it again.
Well, I was going to say that wasn't there some research around the symmetry of someone's face? Actually, I just hit the microphone. Sorry. The symmetry of someone's face actually is correlated to perceptions of beauty and handsomeness.
Yeah,
right?
like if your face looks symmetrical, you're going to look better. Symmetrical. Oh
my God.
You're going to look better than like Sloth from Goonies.
But more successful. Anyways, that's way off topic.
Way off topic.
All right, so want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right.
Check us out on Instagram and on Twitter at TerrifyinglyB. Email us at terrifyinglybeautiful.com. It sounds like it, right? I'm just that fucking professional.
Well, you want to be a game show host, so it's good practice for you.
I would be so bad, though. When someone got an answer wrong, I'd be like, "What are you fucking
crazy?
Wrong with you?"
Well, it's like Steve Harvey. He's so rude on Family Feud. He's so rude.
You think so? I think he's just trying to be funny. I actually find him charming.
I think he's an ass.
He's probably got eyeworms. All right, bye, everyone.
Say ass, but all right.
Life is crazy.
You don't have to be
unless you have eyeworms. Then you have free reign.
No, I'm totally cutting this off. I'm done with eyeworms for today. You're killing me.
I'm going to talk about them for the next week straight.
You're not doing it, Kevin. No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because
let me talk about eyeworms all I want.
No. You're making me. My eye is itching right now, and I don't want to touch it because I have dirty hands.
Every person I meet, I'm gonna be like, have you heard about eyeworms?
It's on the picture. You have a herpetic eye.
I'm gonna set it as the background.
We're still going on this fucking topic. Please.
Goodbye.
Okay, peace out. Bye.
Eyeworms.
Stop.